Rim Country News brought to you by Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. Same stop, different horses since 1916. And by Terlucas and Brandt CPA PLLC, with a long history of providing quality CPA services right here in Rim Country. On this Monday, August 23rd, for Tano TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson with your Rim Country News headlines. Well, shortly before 11 o'clock yesterday morning, Payson Police officers responded to the Payson High School as a result of a report of an armed male who had entered the administrative building and confronted a staff member inside. Well, the staff member was not harmed and was able to call 911. Now, it was later discovered that prior to the officers' arrival on the scene, the male subject had exited the building and left the campus in a newer model white Toyota Tacoma with an unidentified female subject. At that point, Payson PD was asking for help from the community to identify the subject and/or the vehicle he was driving. Payson Police said in the Facebook post that they had reason to believe that the female subject may be connected to the high school, and they were hoping that someone who saw the surveillance photos of the male suspect and the vehicle might be able to assist them in the investigation. Well, police said the initial indications were that this may have been a burglary attempt. With that said, they understand the concerns that any incident like this creates. So Payson PD said that they were in close contact with the Payson Unified School District Superintendent Linda Gibson, and as always are working hard to ensure the safety of all of our students. Now, in an update that came in early this morning, Payson PD said that suspect who entered the Payson High School with a gun yesterday morning is now in custody. The investigation is ongoing, and 2 others have been detained for questioning. They say he will be booked into the Maricopa County Jail on multiple felony charges within the next few hours. Now, more information is expected to be provided later today in a press release. Once again, there is no threat to any Payson school, and they say they look forward to seeing all of our students on campus this morning. Now, Payson PD also wanted to say thank you to the Gila County Sheriff's Office, the Tano Apache Police Department, the Department of Public Safety, and the Payson Fire Department. All of those groups worked to assist in that incident. And now in news from the Gila County Sheriff's Department, well, back on August 14th, Deputy Tatum responded to a convenience store up in Pine which had been burglarized overnight. Now, several $1,000s in tobacco-related items were stolen, and the building was damaged, causing disruption to the operation of the business. Now, community members there quickly identified the suspect, who was said to be working at a local business. Once the suspect, 19-year-old James Breedlove of Pine, was located, most of the stolen items were subsequently recovered and seized as evidence. Now, Mr. Breedlove was subsequently arrested for that burglary. And finally, well, the 138th Annual World's Oldest Continuous Rodeo is in the books, with all the competitions and celebrations coming to a close. Now, there was one thing that we were asked to help with this year, and it was a true honor to do so. Now, it wasn't being in the rodeo parade, although we were there and happy to do so, but we were also asked to help assemble a quick 2-minute tribute video to a man whose name has been synonymous with the Payson Rodeo for over 3 decades. Now, it's the Payson Rodeo boss, Bill Armstrong, and a lot of big names in rodeo had something that they wanted to add.
If it wasn't for you, Bill, that rodeo would not have stayed alive. My hat's off to you, amigo, and I want to thank you for all your dedication that you've always put into the sport of rodeo.
I won lots of money at Payson. I wear the Payson buckle almost every day. I went to the final 7 times, won a world championship because you helped me.
The evolution of the Payson Rodeo has been unbelievable, and it wouldn't happen without you.
I know all the cowboys really love having you there
one of the best community guys in the world, buddy. We go to hundreds of rodeos, and there's nothing like Bill Armstrong, buddy.
Hey, this is Ken Murphy, former mayor of Payson, Arizona. Just a shout out to Bill Armstrong that we love you, buddy, and I've always respected your friendship, and you're one hell of a cowboy and a great rodeo boss and a great asset to the town of Payson.
If it wasn't for you, the Payson Rodeo wouldn't be the prestigious event it became to be. We appreciate all your support for the Rodeo Cowboys and for Justin Sports Medicine and keeping rodeo going.
And the one thing about coming to the Payson, world's oldest continuous rodeo, is when you get there, you feel like you're at home. Why? Because Bill Armstrong, that's what you've done. God bless you, Bill Armstrong. You are a damn good man.
What an amazing difference you've made in Rim Country over many decades, Bill. We've all watched you proudly maintain and improve the world's oldest continuous rodeo, and that in a town whose new residents often don't pay a lot of attention to its heritage. Well, you did, and you've done an amazing job of pushing it all to the next level. Payson has a lot to be proud of, and it should be especially proud of you. Bill Armstrong, you are rodeo, and we love you for it. Thanks. We're also pulling together a much longer version for Bill for his family, with full messages from a large number of people, and those messages are still coming in. Some of them are heartwarming, some of them are funny, and well, some of them just aren't meant for public viewing. But they're all special, and we were happy and honored to be able to help bring that all together. Well, meanwhile, coming up in Rim Country weather today, well, you can expect generally dry conditions. It'll be a little bit on the breezy side this afternoon, and the temperatures are going to be warming a couple of degrees each day here in Rim Country. Now, the exception is going to be across eastern Arizona, where limited monsoon moisture is going to result in a few afternoon thunderstorms. However, that monsoonal moisture is expected to make a return here to Rim Country, and according to the National Weather Service records going back to 1942, this has already been the wettest monsoon on record for Payson. A complete report on your 7-day forecast is coming up next. You're watching Rim Country News. Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination. Jake started out as an Arizona stage stop way back in 1916, and folks have been stopping here ever since. Jake's also has been famous as a popular stopping spot for travelers headed to Rim Country or Roosevelt Lake. But as more people discover this historic stop, more and more, it becomes the destination. It was even featured in the 2008 movie Jake's Corner and later featured at the Sedona Film Festival. Ice-cold beers from the tap, imported or specialty beers, a generously stocked full bar, and great food that keeps you wanting to come back again and again. Enjoy a game of pool inside, or step out and enjoy the covered patio and outdoor bar with live entertainment and much more. We hope to see you soon at one of the most historic stopping spots in Arizona, Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination.
Hi, I'm Michael Dowling with the Old County Inn and Pinewood Tavern. So we've been using Terlucas and Brandt probably for the last 4 years. They've been really awesome to work with, Amy and Marguerite. They do everything now from pretty much all of our payroll needs, pay all of our taxes. They even help us on Fridays to pick up our checks, which is great since they're local. But I pretty much use them for everything. They've been awesome to work with, and they take off all the things I don't have to worry about as far as taxes go, so I can concentrate on my business. But as for now, they're pretty much doing all of my personal taxes, all of our payroll needs, all of our business taxes, and very affordable and just awesome to work with, and they're local. So we really appreciate them, and they've been a great partner with us so far.
Taking a look now at your Rim Country 7-day weather forecast, the pattern of a long wave trough over the western states and high pressure centered over Texas, that's expected to continue through much of the coming week. Now the high is gradually going to build over Arizona through Sunday. So taking it a step by step here, for today and tomorrow, this pattern will remain in place. High pressure will slowly strengthen over Arizona through this period, resulting in daytime temperatures warming by a degree or two each day. Just enough moisture will remain over eastern Arizona for some isolated afternoon thunderstorms over in the White Mountains, extending northward up to near Interstate 40. Now, pressure gradients will continue to favor breezy afternoon winds at 10 to 20 miles an hour today, decreasing some on Tuesday. For Wednesday, a short wave trough will approach Arizona at about the same time Tropical Storm Marty passes across the southern Gulf of California. Now, as a result, and what is typically observed, the models are showing a surge of low to mid-level moisture into Arizona, reaching well into the northern portions of the state. Now, accounting for the moisture surge, National Weather Service has increased the chance for precipitation and cloudiness above what the forecast models are showing. Now, it isn't exactly clear how things will play out, but model soundings are indicating increased instability Wednesday afternoon, but with a bit of a capping layer. Now, the thinking is, as a result of the surge, more locations will break through the cap with a wider area of isolated to scattered thunderstorms going into activity even here in Rim Country. Now, we'll know more as Wednesday approaches, but Thursday through the coming weekend, you can look for, well, first of all, a bit of drying over northern Arizona on Thursday as the short wave trough heads to the east. Enough moisture will linger for isolated thunderstorms, but again, mainly that's going to be over in eastern portions of the state again. Now, starting Friday, the high builds over Arizona more vigorously, with deep monsoonal moisture rapidly spreading northward across the state. Now, you can look for some pretty decent increased chances for showers and thunderstorms over the coming weekend. Many areas around Arizona had significantly above average monsoon rainfall, with Heber and Payson recording their wettest monsoons on record. That's a record that goes back to 1942 here in Payson. Payson received thus far 11.59 inches of precipitation. Our normal amount is 4.65 inches. That means we received 6.94 inches, or 249% more than usual. Wow. Meanwhile, highs and lows around Rim Country today, now they should be looking like this. Here in Payson today, you can expect sunny skies with a high near 88. Light and variable winds becoming southwest 5 to 10 miles an hour in the morning. Winds could gust as high as 18 miles an hour. Tonight, it'll be mostly clear with a low down around 62. Up on top of the rim at Forest Lakes, well, they're forecast to hit a beautiful 76 for a high today and then drop down to a low around 54 degrees tonight. Now, going down into the deserts of Tonto Basin, where Tonto Creek is finally starting to slow down the flow there just a little bit at least. They're still going to be heating up today to a high right around 99 degrees, and their low tonight only dropping down to about 72. By the way, Roosevelt Lake, and now as a result of all of this moisture that's been surging in down there, that's now showing at 70% of capacity, so a pretty significant jump this past week there. So all these rains have been helping to bring that back up again, and that's a good thing. And that's what's happening around Rim Country. For Tonto TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson. Get out there and make it a great Monday.